What's going on, people? Got a 2001 Dodge Durango RT. Bought it a year ago, 200,000 miles on the body. Um, Maybe had a couple hundred miles on fresh rebuild on the bottom end. Tranny was freshened up. Rear end, I think, supposed to have 393s in it. Right now, it's got all-terrain tires, but I'm going with different set of tires as soon as they come in. I'm gonna put a 2-inch drop kit on it. Typical Mopar. Got the fading of the clear coat, but all in all, it still looks good. Straight body. 5.9 Magnum. Got a pretty new radiator in it. If it's put LED lights in there, waiting on my new headlights before I put the LED bulbs in. Well, I got LEDs on the corner marker lights. Of course, got that on clogging, so that's why I'm going with new headlights. Oh, got short tube headers on it. They are headers or Headman headers. Got the AC taken off of it. I've got the header core one out, so I've got it bypassed. It's got a new water pump. Got the fan clutch deleted off with electric fan on it. Fits and be throwing some Edelbrock Magnum Series heads as soon as they come in, and also I'm gonna get rid of that factory kegger style intake and going with a Hughes FI air gap, going with a bigger cam. Done a little port polish and modification to the factory throttle body, as to where, you know, most throttle bodies have all of this and it's raised up right like about as tall as this stuff here, but I actually took in cut it and smoothed it all down, polished it up, polished everything. Oh, my oil filler cap, it messed up on me. Found one from Mr. Gasket from Advanced. It's supposed to be for Chevy valve covers, but with a little bit of modification, got it to work. Waiting on my new PCV valve. It's gonna look like this breather over here that I've installed in the back. And the garment was dry rotted. This one here is on its way. It's real hard right now, but I'm gonna put a new PCV valve with, and it's gonna look like that one over there. I'm also gonna go with an MSD distributor cap and rotor. I'm gonna go with a MSD ignition coil. I'm gonna run an MSD ignition box once all the heads and stuff come in. It come from the factory with 19-pound injectors. I've got 24-pound injectors in it. But once all the other stuff comes in, I'm going to be upgrading to these 36-pound injectors that come out of a Gen 1 5.0 Coyote Ford motor. The harnesses will plug in, will plug and play, and go with 36-pound injectors. The interior needs to be clean, but the interior don't look bad. For my cold air intake that I've got set up, it's the factory air gap or the factory hat, but disassembled all the tubing, went and bought a chrome polished tube, put a Mopar sticker on it, and it's a Spectra air filter, and I've got another K&N air filter as a backup. Alternator's not that old, got a brand new belt on it. Gonna be putting a new harmonic balancer and a underdrive pulley kit on it once all my other parts come in. I've got a lot of parts, just waiting on more. Gonna go with new push rods, lifters. I'm going with 1.7 roller rockers on it instead of the 1.6 like most people do. I'm also getting with the new intake, I'm also going to be getting new fuel rails. They're going to be red in color to match with the scheme of what I'm doing with the truck. And leave it the red. I thought about painting it, but I'm not going to paint it. I'm actually going to leave it just looking like it does. Got a 2-inch cow induction hood. Got out of junkyard for like 50 bucks. Done a little bit. Rattle can red paint. Didn't clear it. Gonna leave it looking just like it is, so that way when people roll up on it and they see it, they're gonna think it's nothing, but like they already do now. But when it does crank and run, which I can crank it up right now, people can definitely tell that it's not stock. Have a lot of Mustangs and Challengers and Chargers and everything else come up to me and rev up at me. Yeah, the interior needs a good deep cleaning, but it's not bad interior for a 2001 model. I mean, typical. Been sitting up for a while. Just, you know, need some work. Let's see. Don't sound bad. Short tube headers. It's got 2.5-inch piping right now, going into a single in dual out 2-chamber muffler. Turn right behind the axle. But when I get all the other stuff, I'm actually going to end up going with. I'm actually going to go with true duals, 3-inch, and turn back behind the axles again. And with that new cam, it's definitely going to sound a whole lot different. It's just something I've been working on. A little project. Nothing big, nothing special. Do all my work myself. Even got a guy that I've met that's going to be helping me tune it once everything gets in. We get it back in there, and we get it back on the road. We're going to tune it with HPT tuners. So it's definitely going to be something to look out for in the future. See a lot of people doing with the Dakota RTs, but don't see too many people doing it with the Durangos. So you can definitely hear the suction too. Since I've got it all ported and polished and all the baffles and stuff cut out of it. Just something to play with. Let me know what y'all think.